Now we're going to work on the sketch for the pulley, and along the way you'll learn about inferred and automatic relations. If you recall, the sketch was fully defined after we drew the construction lines, and then it became underdefined when we drew the standard line. The sketch also jumped above the rollback bar when we added the dimension to the line. It's always helpful to understand how the SolidWorks interface changes while you work, so that's why I'm mentioning it. Now let's look at what it takes to make a sketch entity like this line fully defined. Basically, you have to specify its location, angle, and size. Since the line has a vertical relation, its angle is defined, and the dimension controls the size of the line. So the only thing left is its location. Since the node on the end of the line is coincident with the node on the end of the horizontal construction line, it can't move vertically. So the only specification left is its horizontal location. Type the D key, and then add a dimension to the horizontal construction line. Set the length of the line to 1/8 of an inch. Now the sketch is fully defined. The only entity on the sketch that has to be fully defined is the line. Its location is defined, it cannot rotate, and the length of the line is specified. Two-dimensional entities like this have 3 degrees of freedom and a size. So the line has to be constrained from movement in the x and y directions, and the vertical relation keeps it from rotating. Rotation and movement in the x and y directions are the 3 degrees of freedom. Once all 3 degrees of freedom are constrained and the size is defined, the entity is fully defined. Now let's continue drawing the sketch. Type the L key to evoke the line command, and then click the bottom end of the line. When you move your pointer around in the graphics area, dotted lines appear. These are called inferencing lines, and they provide what I like to call a soft snap. Even though the horizontal relation symbol is on the pointer, it's a white symbol. Compare this to the yellow horizontal symbol. This is an inferred relation that will automatically be applied to the line if I click my left mouse button. This is also an inferred relation, but it refers to the inferencing line. So no relations will be added to the sketch if I select this point. In fact, I can move the end of the line to other positions on the graphics area. So when you use inferencing lines, the location isn't permanent, and this is why I call them soft snaps. The horizontal and vertical inferencing lines will add relations to the sketch, so these are hard snaps. You can see by the color of the relation symbol on your pointer that the coincident and horizontal relation will be added. Move your pointer until the length of the line is about 1/2 an inch, and then click your left mouse button to draw the line. Now draw a vertical line to this inferred point. Draw a horizontal line that's about 1/2 an inch long, and then draw a diagonal line that's about 2 inches long. Draw a 3/8 inch long horizontal line, and then an 1/8 inch long vertical line. Now draw a diagonal line that's parallel to the first diagonal line and roughly 5/8 of an inch long. Draw a vertical line that ends on this inferencing line, and then draw a horizontal line back to the first line. Now we need to fully define the sketch, and as I said earlier, this means that every standard line on the sketch needs to be fully defined. We'll do this in the next lesson.